Hello once again, and thank you for joining me for another little life sessions of life and situations. I'm so glad that you decided to join me, and I welcome you today. I hope that what I say will encourage you to go on in your life situations and just give you just a little nugget to just go on throughout the rest of your week. Okay, so once again, thank you for watching. This is Rebecca M. And I hope that what I talk about, just comment on the website, on the blog. Of course, lifeandsituations.blogspot.com, as well as share with your friends and others that you feel that this may encourage others. And really, that's why I'm here, is to encourage you. I'm a firm believer that even though you may go through things, some things you don't have to go through. We can learn from other people's situations and experiences. So that's why I'm here, because I feel I have a lot of experience in things, as well as others that I talk to. Once again, like I say, people in my life, I come back and I talk with you and I tell you about things that we've talked about and things that, they may share with me. And I let them know that, hey, I'm going to talk about it. And they're like, okay, so it's nothing new to them. But I want you to know that I am here for you. And please, email me at lifeandsituations@gmail.com. That's lifeandsituations@gmail.com. And remember the blog, lifeandsituations.blogspot.com. All right. So today's topic, of course, you've seen last week, looking for love in all the wrong places, which we do. But before we go to that, let's talk about loving yourself, your self-worth. A lot of times as we go through life and our family, society tells us how we should look, how we should dress. We should be a size 2, a size 0, or some in society they may say, oh, big girls are cute, but I'm gonna be honest with you, I haven't been fat all my life. I'm a little fat, and can't nobody sit up here and tell me that being fat is happy. You a lie from the pits of hell. Hello, somebody. Hello. You sitting over there, got this big old gut, and you bending over, and you tell me you happy being fat? No, you become complacent. That's what you've become. Instead of, being fat on getting out and working out and cutting back on what we eat and exercising, you just give into that fatness. Oh, I'm cute, I'm fat. No, you need to lose weight. Let me be the first to tell you, as a big person, I haven't been big all my life, but as a fat person now, and some people say, oh, you're not fat. No, one thing about fat people, they know they fat. Okay, so lose the weight. Let the true person on the inside be shown on the outside, and stop giving an excuse for not getting off your behind and cutting back and pulling away from the table. Hello, thank you. Now on to loving yourself. The reason why people just, the reason why people just don't love themselves is because you don't think that you're worthy of being loved, but you are. You are unique. Your DNA, your biological makeup is completely different. Even though we all may be humans, we're still different, and we're worthy to be loved. I don't care if you dark skin, light skin, white, black, green, you can be Barney. Everybody loves Barney. And you should feel that you're somebody that's worthy to be loved. Don't let somebody take advantage of you. And that's the problem, that I'm not just saying women, but men as well. We let people, oh, I know he loves me. Oh, I know she loves me, but they keep disrespecting you. See, if a person can't respect you, then they don't love you. Now let's flip it back. If you don't love yourself, you can't love somebody else. So how do you expect for somebody else to love you? Hello, holla at me, holla, okay? If you don't love yourself, No one can love you. If you can't treat yourself right and give yourself the things that you deserve, how do you expect for somebody else to come back and tell you or give you the things that you're worthy of? Because first of all, you don't even know what you're worthy of. So somebody can just give you or say anything to you. And people, please, girls, young ladies, please, don't just any guy say, oh, you look good. I say, I know. And I do know that I look good. You're not the first to tell me, and you won't be the last. I tell myself every day, I look good. I love my skin. I love my nose. I love my eyes. You know, just I love me. But I do know one thing. That God, oh, God made me this way. Yeah, But some things we've added on to what God has given us. And we need to subtract that which we've given ourselves. Okay, so that's for me, and it should be for you as well. And these little negative and nasty attitudes, you can call it God's law, you can call it karma, you can call it a farmer's law, whatever you put out into the world, you're going to get it back. So if you want love, you need to start putting it out, and that way you'll get it back. Do you hear me? Put out love so you can get it back. That's what I'm trying to tell you. But first, you got to love yourself. You can't sit up here and tell some man, tell some woman, I love you, and you don't love yourself. Come on, people. Enough is enough. Magazines can't tell us stuff because they tell us we should be a size 0. I've never been a size 0 and never will. My body structure is just not made for it. Hello? So help me out. Help me help you. All right? All right. Thank you. Whew, goodness. You know, I just get so upset when I just see, oh, you're supposed to look this way, you're supposed to look that way. Okay, it's nothing wrong with looking nice, but operate in where you are. Don't try and be a size 0 if your body makeup is not that. Eat healthy, live healthy, detox, exercise, run. Do these things to live a life, a good life, a healthy life. Something that you deserve. You are beautiful just the way you are. Can I say it again? We are beautiful just the way we are. Now, if you want to get cosmetic surgery, don't get it twisted. I'm not the first to tell you no. You want to get breasts, nose, eyes, lips, But don't do it for other people. Do it for you because you love you. Oh, I want this. Do it for you. If you want to get your breasts enlarged, get them shrunk down, whatever, booty, hips, whatever, tummy tuck, whatever. I'm not the one to discourage you. But what I am here to tell you is that you do need to love yourself. Know that you're worth more than $1 billion, $1 trillion. You're worth so much more. And until you start realizing that and taking that in and let it marinate, let it process on the inside of you, then you'll find that perfect person. And I'm not saying perfect, like humanly perfect. But some of us need to work on issues that we have because some issues are so deeply embedded that you need to go see a therapist and you need to go pray and ask God to help you out with these issues. Okay? Because it's just some things stopping you from finding that person, that mate that is supposed to complete you, fulfill you. This is what it's all about. And I know that marriage can be a wonderful place and loving someone is wonderful, but it's when you're loving the right person. When you're loving the right person and the right person is loving you, oh man, it's an awesome thing. But when you got somebody in your life that's completely toxic, have you ever been around people that every time they come around, you're like, oh, damn. Like, oh, damn, here they come. Then you have another friend that when they come around, you just like, oh man, that's my friend. They call it, you get off the phone or do whatever you got to do to talk to that person. It's the energy that this person brings into your life. If you birds of a feather flock together, if you want to be positive, you need to get around some positive people. You need to. If someone is constantly draining you and trying to suck the complete life out of you, a parasite, and they want you to be the host, tell them no, I just don't have time for it. And some people, you do have bipolar. you need to take your medicine, because you know without that medicine you act a straight mess and don't nobody want to be around you. And for people that have depression, now it's real. Some people can sit up here and say, no, it's not real. It's real. But if you have depression, maybe you need to go see a therapist. You know, maybe you do. Because in every relationship, some men, some women can't handle that. And you need to take your pills. And you need to pray. And you need to do everything else. So that you can be a perfect person. So that you can be a wonderful person. So that you can be this person that people want to be around. People want to love. And because you're a loving person. Now, in being loving, I didn't say we need to be somebody's toilet stool. Because some people take your loving and your kindness for weakness, and they think they can just treat you and mistreat you any kind of way. And I'm here to tell you that is not so. What you need to do is love yourself enough to make sure that that person doesn't hurt you. Do you understand? Love yourself enough to make sure that that person does not hurt you. Because if you do, they'll treat you like their toilet bowl and continue to doodle in you all day, every day. Treat you like a welcome mat instead of, welcoming. They'll just wipe their dirty feet on you, and that's what people will do if you allow them. But because you love yourself so much, you love people, but you're not, I'm not going to let you use me like that. I'm not going to let you mistreat me. And you can do these things. Okay? So love you first above everybody else. Take care of you first, because if you can't take care of you, you can't take care of anyone else. Okay? That's number one. Now, the second thing that I want to talk about, excuse me, guys. Excuse me. The second thing that I want to talk about is finding that mate. A lot of people, when they get into relationships, they lie. I used to do nursing for a long time. I used to do home health. I used to go out to the homes, and I would meet couples that had been married 60, 70 years. This is when I was in my 20s. 60, 70 years. And these people were married during the Depression. And I would ask them, what made your marriage last so long? And they would tell me, Rebecca, if you want to have a good marriage, you need to communicate. And if you want to have a good marriage, don't lie. Because if you plan on being married, for the rest of your life, things are going to come out. And that's what they would tell me. And when I would come into the house, usually one spouse was in need of help. So they both were really old, but one spouse was in need of help more than the other. And they loved each other so much. But I can also tell that they love themselves first. That's why I talk about self-worth first. First, love yourself, and then you can love someone else. And then the person that is supposed to be in your life will come, because your universe is in order. When your universe is in order and you got yourself together, then that wonderful person will come for the wonderful person that you are. But if you still got garbage and mess that you holding on from some past relationship, it's not fair. It's just not fair. You can't sit up here and tell me that that's fair, because it's not. You're holding a grudge against someone who did something to you in your past. And the person in your present is unable to get the best of you because you're still holding on to your past. You can't drive anywhere when you're looking back. You know the saying, people. Come on. You are a wonderful person. Great things are in you and coming your way. But in order for you to have the wonderful things that you're supposed to have, let go of the past. Let go of the things, and I'm talking about me too. I had to let go of the things that happened to me as a child. I had to let go of it. How can I have a wonderful mate when I'm holding on to things that I felt that people did wrong to me? I can't. You have to let it go. There's a lot about me that I have not told you because it's just not time yet. But I had, in 2009, I had my fibroids removed. Fibroids, not 5 boys. Fibroids within my uterus. That was after I had my daughter. And I promised myself that I would not hold on to things anymore. I would not let things grip me the way it did. Because I have a wonderful future. And I want a wonderful future. And I deserve a wonderful present and future. But you can't have that if you're holding on to what people have done to you. If you're holding on to things that happened to you 30 years ago, you 45 and you still holding on to things that your parents did. It's not going to work, people. You know, I spoke with my mom a while ago, and we always talk, you know. And she said, our parents make mistakes, which we do. And they do. And many times we pass those mistakes and issues on to our kids. But today I spoke with my mom and we were talking. Just because your parents did something don't mean you have to continue that dysfunction relationship. Doesn't mean they have to continue on a generational curse. It doesn't have to continue on, people. You know, just because things happened in your past and to your parents doesn't mean it has to happen to you. So I'm really here to tell you that let the past be the past, your present be wonderful, and your future is such a gift that you have to share it with everyone else. Okay, so my thing is, love you first. Love you first. Get yourself together. In the universe, God, higher power, Allah, Jehovah, Lord, will bring that perfect person your way. But you got to love you first. You have to love you first. No one wants to be with someone who's broke down. Nobody wants a lemon for a car. No one wants a hoopty for a car. Majority of the time when we're driving a hoopty is because we have to. Not that we want to, but we have to. And if you need to make it visible, put you like a visual on the wall so you can see that this is where I want to go and this is where I want to be and this is the person that I'm going to be, because you know what? I'm deserving of that. I am deserving of that. I deserve these things because I'm who I am. I'm a wonderful person. So believe that. Don't stop believing it. Continue to believe it. Write it down. Make it plain. Put it in, your eyesight so you see it every day. Tell your kids, and just continue to be around positive people. People that are going to encourage you to be the best person that you can be. And don't settle for no BS. Not in no man and not in a woman. Because one, as people, we deserve so much more than we don't have to put up with no mess from no person. I don't care in any relationship. You, as in your friendships, in your mates, you don't have to put up with mess. You just don't. If a person is not treating you right, why stay there? Why stay there? You don't have to stay there. If they can't love you the way you deserve to be loved, don't stay there. But the reason why you'll probably stay there is because you don't love yourself. You don't love yourself enough to get out. So, until then, my people, I thank you so much. I thank you so much for viewing, Life in Situations. And I hope to hear from you. Holler at me. And once again, pass it on to your friends. lifeandsituations.blogspot.com. And you can also email me at lifeandsituations@gmail.com. I hope to hear from you then. This is Rebecca M. Remember, Love is eternal. Even when we die, we still have love. So, love you.